Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings, the one place on the internet where all we talk about is getting happy right now, taking that next step in your personal life so that you're just doing the dang thing already, and then building a plan so that you enjoy the journey to get there. Because what's the point of being on vacation if the 3 months beforehand you were utterly miserable? So, hi, my name is Kelly Lunt. I'm your host. I'm an intuitive channel and law of attraction expert. People like to call me the transformation queen. I just help you change your inner world so that you get a different outer world experience, which tends to include for most people, they want more money or more love or just more peace and happiness in their body to feel like they belong and that they're lovable. So if you're coming live, say hello. Let me know you're here. If you're watching the replay, let me know you're watching the replay. It's way more fun for me the more engaged you guys are. And one quick announcement, guys. I'm so excited to announce last workshop was so cool that I am doing another one. So it's this Saturday. And it's from, I need to update the website. Hey, so we got Concha in the house. What's up? Oh my God, in Lakes View. Alika, I haven't seen you in forever. So the workshop, the website right now says the workshop is from, and I'll update it today, so it'll be really quickly. It says it's 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's going to be 9 a.m. Shoot, it's 2.5 hours. I remember that. Antoinette, what's the time? What's the time of my workshop this Saturday? Oh, I just got back last night from my 2-month vacation, guys. And I literally just got all my grocery shopping done, a morning walk, and starting this show. So please excuse me for being a little bit disorganized today. I'll be able to make it. I have a trip to DR. What's DR that I need to say for 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Eastern time? Thank you, Antoinette. Wow. Okay, so that is the workshop. Tickets are there. Come hang out, guys. Will you have fun going to the Dominican Republican? And let's go ahead and get started. I got my tarot cards, guys. Let's go ahead and take some deep breaths. Go ahead and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Letting go, loosening up, letting go, loosening up of the old. You guys are doing miraculous at letting go of the old. There might be a few remnants, and that means letting go of your old life, old patterns, old ways you used to view the world, and more importantly, old ways you used to view yourself. That's the biggest thing that Kelly got out of her little 2-month journey she just went on. She was like, oh, I kept thinking I still was that way, but now that I see someone who is that way, I'm not even close to being that way. It was a self-image update, and the self-image update is it's much higher, more loving, more kind, more caring. We need many of you to go through that. There's just this little bit of fear of, but what if I get into a situation like that again? I'm afraid of that happening again. Many of you haven't kept up to speed with the new you, who you are, and we're gonna have Kelly pull tarot cards to help you guys do that. Interesting. You've been in the Dominican Republican, Antoinette? Hey guys, in today's show, I got to keep it to 30 minutes. So it's free mini reads, $20 super chats get priority. But today's show is only 30 minutes. I just have to catch up from being gone for 2 months. Next week, we're going to be a full schedule with the show. So it's going to be Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time for a full week schedule. It's going to be great. What's taking you to the DR? And how are you doing with that guy, Lakes View? What's the update there? Okay, so Spirit wanted to pull cards for how to help you guys catch up to speed with who you are and update your self-image. Oh, okay. So there's some messages and some rampages. So there's a little bit of I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself, and I'm ready to love myself more. I'm ready to love who I am. I'm ready to love and embrace the things that I like. And most importantly, I'm ready to embrace the way that I came down to experience life. I'm ready to embrace who I really am. And who I am is simple. Who I really am is the things that I like. So I'm ready to embrace my preferences in life and just allow myself to enjoy them, allow myself to live them. I now give myself permission to be and feel happy. That's what many of you are missing. It's giving yourself permission to feel and be happy. Lakesview, I would almost want to push back and get that you got to save it for a vacation. But girl, you know you're going to enjoy it more if you come to my workshop. And so guys, that was one of the biggest things at the last workshop I did. It was everyone was holding themselves back from their manifestation, their goal, because they simply weren't allowing themselves to be happier than other people. That's what this comes down to. I love who I am. I love how I came down to live life. And when you're in that love vibration, that's in the top 7 of that emotional guidance list. You can Google that. It's a list of emotions 1 through 22. If you're 7 or up, you're manifesting. If you're at positive expectation and up, you're manifesting quickly and enjoying life. So it's literally about giving yourself permission to, I love the way that I came down to live this life. Okay, and there is a little bit of this one is a little bit of a call out. You got to start meditating more, tapping into your own intuition. Because, like, what happens when you meditate? Sometime it's the time where you and you get to connect with each other. There's you, the human you, and then there's you, your inner being you, that the intuitive side of you, that knows, like, oh, if you want that, here's how to go get that. But then the human side of you has to take action on that. So sometimes when you're like, I want a loving relationship, and then your inner being goes, okay, we'll break up with this guy. The human you is like, wait, well, no, no, no. I said I want a more loving relationship. So then you stay in that one, trying to change him, trying to teach him, trying to teach yourself how to view it differently, trying to teach yourself how to communicate differently. When you meditate, it lets these two come together. So taking action to help get you to where you actually want to go is going to be easier for you. And it's going to be easier because when you have this like split between you and you, but I can't leave them. I've been with them for so long that, like, what's their fallout going to be? So this workshop is going to be a lot of, like, people in the workshop were like not even tapped into them. Now they're here, right? So this workshop's going to be about connecting you and you. And so not only that, but it's when, like, your cells get to take a breather. Like, when you successfully meditate, set a timer for 15 minutes, either bring your focus to a sound and just listen to that sound for 15 minutes, or focus on the feeling of your breath, your lungs inflating and deflating. It gives your cells that chance to, like, let go and, like, let go of all that old stuff. There were studies that shows it takes about 7 years for your body and your cells to, like, let go of a kind of a traumatic emotional experience. If you meditate, that's going to be a lot shorter and a lot quicker, guys. The more up to speed and in the moment you stay with your emotions, the quicker everything's going to be. Okay, and so then the last little call out here is, you have to start being a cooperative component to all of your desires, which means you only think about what you want and why you want it, as well as you've got to take the action that your inner being gives you. So sometimes it's and Lakesview, I'm not saying this is for you, okay? I'm just saying this is the example I'm going to use. It's oh no, I can't go to the workshop. I have to save for a house. I have to save for this vacation. But, like, your inner being knows, like, no, you need to go to this workshop so that you actually have a good time there. Or you need to go to the workshop to realize the Dominican Republic is a way to avoid your problems at home, but it's not going to actually, like, get you what you want. That meditation time lets you connect to that inner guidance so that you can get to the truth of why you're doing things, why you're doing them that way, what you're hoping to get out of it, and, like, what you should be doing instead. Okay, so do you guys have any questions? And that was not a personal Lakesview. I was just using your example as part of it. I will give you a reading so we can actually make it personal to you. But do you guys have any questions, comments on this and how this relates to your life before we go into the mini reads parts? Some things have gotten better and others haven't, honestly. Okay. Okay. Well, we love you here, and we're glad you're back. I know you, Karina, Soul Rebel. Quite a handful of people didn't show up for a while. Maybe they just didn't like the Colorado vibes. Food and relaxing are my favorite things to do on vacation. Yeah, and cuddling. I love cuddling. I'm for my friend and sister for my friend's birthday. Oh, cool. Okay, Gas, is that a call out to me? Maybe. I have a question on topic. All right, Concha, what is it? I've been meditating. I'll get answers pop up. I'll write them down and go back to meditating. Oh, that's sweet, Antoinette. Sometimes, guys, you will be getting divine downloads in your meditations. Sometimes it'll just be more about soothing emotion. So it's more about how relaxed can you get. And other times it will just be like this neutral blank bliss state. Oh, what action have I been ignoring? Um, I don't know if you've been. No, Antoinette, yours is more an avoidance of the emotional update, like letting yourself get the new self image. I can be a strong, independent woman while in a relationship. Hey, wait, one eyebrow goes higher than the other. Interesting. Oh, wow, I can't lift this one. Huh. Um, I'm going on a date with D. Oh, and wonder if he has good intentions. I want to focus on being out and enjoying without thinking of end. If Spirit has any advice or direction for that. Okay, that's actually a lot of questions. So overall, what is she learning, gathering from her date with D? Wow. What are his intentions? He probably doesn't have any strong intentions yet, Antoinette or Concha. Guys, like, there's like, I want something fun to do. She's pretty. Yeah, I'm starting to realize like just how simple guys are. Oh, in terms of his intentions, he does like, I want to go out, I want to have fun. She seems fun. She seems cool. There is a little bit of a, is she worth the hype? Not quite, not hype. It's kind of like he's looking at you and like, she's beautiful. She looks fun. Is that really what's going on though? You know? So it's kind of like is she that peaceful and happy and joyful? So it's kind of like he wants to know if the image he has of you is who you really are. So it honestly just kind of looks like he kind of just wants to like have like fun people to do fun things with, as well as like, is she who I have the image of? So kind of like get to know you, but not like I want to get to know her to marry her. I want to get to know her to date her. It's just like I'm just it's like he just wants to like fill it out, like 1, 2, 3 hangouts. Like, is she who is she the person that I have built up the image in my head? And he just needs that answer. He needs to know, you know. Um, okay. In terms of what is she learning? What is she getting out of it? This is weird because I feel like you already know this, but it's like how to let a man lead, how to lovingly receive. But the difference is, I think that this guy is, I don't want to use the word emotional maturity, but I want to use intuitive. I want to use custom. So instead of just being like a person who's generous and like, oh, let me buy your lunch. Oh, I want to buy you this. Oh, let me take you there. You know, they're normally just doing that for them and they want to see like a beautiful girl enjoying it. But this guy's a little bit more like he almost wants to get to know you and like buy you something custom to it, you know, like not just buying you an iPad because he sees you need a way to collect emails, but like a something that's just more like custom, not just like like, look, I have money. I bought you an iPad so you can get your emails. See, I'm a good guy. It's just going to be more like oh, I got to know her and I know she's about to go into the most stressful time of her life. And since I know that it's actually her favorite chocolate bar is the thing that actually calms her down, I'm not going to take her to lunch. I'm not going to hold her hand. I'm not going to sit there next to her. I'm just going to buy her chocolate and be like, hey, I hope you have a really good time at the thing. I've got you the chocolate bar to help you calm down. And he's not going to need anything more out of you. Does that make sense, Concha? Was that a good enough example? Um, the guy does have a little bit of impulsiveness though. So don't fall sway to any chemistry pulls. You can get my drift. Like just because it might be going idyllic, don't jump in the sack right away. 'Cause it's kinda like you're supposed to see that, like, custom curated love. I don't I'm not I don't know if you should be, like, thinking the one or anything like that, but it's like they at least want you to experience that kind of custom support. But he will have that impulsiveness, like, "Let's go back to my house." Like, um what? Antoinette, why did you say how am I supposed to read for you if you delete your comments? And where's Lakesview? Lakesview, do you want to read? Guys, it's free mini reads. The show is from 11 to 11:30. I do prioritize $20 super chats. But I definitely need to read for Lakesview because I kind of like used her as an example and it wasn't like specific to you. So, okay. So do you have a specific question, Lakesview, or what's up with that? What can I do to update that image of me? Oh, I already did that, Antoinette, in the general. Oh, I can give you a little bit of custom. What does Antoinette need to know? Does she need to know anything else? Oh, you need to learn to look back fondly towards your past. And that's when action will take. And you've got a little fear around money, dude. I think you're overspending right now. And it's not on me, they're saying. That was inspired. It's almost as if the mastermind and sessions you bought, it gave you a really good feeling. That's because they were inspired actions. And now you're like you're doing a little bit of buying to keep that good feeling going. It's kind of like you're out. I hate to say this. I'm sorry, Antoinette. You are slowly de-escalating and breaking it, girl. You're a little bit of like impulsive, not impulsive buying, but like I got to keep like buying things to keep the vibes happy. I got to keep the vibes happy that I get what I want. But like it's just from being, and it's not about happy, happy, joy, joy. Well, you're not there. It's not about just always being happy. It's about like I accept that what I went through was, like, really tough and really rough, and it was really sad. It was really sad. The last 2 months of my life were, like, really sad. How much can I be present with that emotion? Because that authenticity is far more attractive than, "I'm happy," right? It's like, I know that was I grew a lot, I learned a lot, there were a lot of good experiences there, but there was also, like, it was a lot of sad. That authenticity, that presence, that's like what's really attractive. And it's like, because sometimes you just have to like do something and line up with it. And it's not going to feel like going to Disneyland. It's going to be like, it was really sad watching people between the ages of like 60 to 90 and watching them talk about how like, people are dying. Oh, they're not doing their class reunion anymore because there's only two of them now. And I'm like, wow, this is what life is like when we get 80, 90. Like, oh shit. Go ahead and ask the question, Lakes View. Um, but it's like, can you look at that time as fondly as you can? It's learning to love contrast. Even like my mom even said when I was in Colorado, well, I didn't teach you emotions. I didn't teach you how to make friends. Like, oh, I just feel like I failed as a mom because of that. And I was like, that's funny, mom, because I actually like people pay me money to teach them how to be happy and essentially how to make friends. So I taught myself. Does that make sense? So it's not that I love every little single thing that happened to me in my childhood, but it's that I love that contrast taught me what I like. And I like having friends. I like helping people make friends. When I'm thinking about growing my business and doing live events, I love the Esther Hicks style of like a synchronization workshop where it's just like 3-4 hours of all of us talking to spirit and source and getting extremely high vibe and happy. And then it's gonna be like, all right, y'all, on Sunday, me and my crew, like, here's an event we're gonna go do. If you guys want to go, it's this museum, this exhibit, book a ticket, and then like just tell me if you're coming so I kind of know to look out for you. So I'm not going to organize the social outing, but it's going to be like a come Saturday to my workshop, Sunday, and whoever shows up Sunday, I'm like really good at like, hey, you and you two have this in common. Like, does that make sense, Antoinette? So it's like does that make sense? Okay, so Lakesview just wants a general. Okay. I've been watching my spending now. Okay. Do I need it to feel good? Or no, I actually need it. Actually, I do have a question. Okay, that's my childhood taught me having a stable family life is very important to me. Yes, that's what it's talking about. So you don't need to like spend any money or like to keep happy because that's like a dopamine happy. But you want that authenticity happy. Like yeah, my childhood really taught me that like family is very important to me. I like nurturing and loving them. So of course I want like a man in my life to expand my family. Some of my family he's going to get along with, some of my family he's going to help those relationships be even better. I'm going to have relationships from his family and we're going to make more kids, cuz like there's a little bit of a like I actually feel really really sad that like I don't have family in the state with me. And I also feel really really sad that I don't feel like I can move to the states where I do have a lot of biological family. So yeah, I love the idea of meeting a man who's gonna like love making babies with me and we make more family and then and like a man who can also like love and embrace that my I do consider some of my friends like family. Do you see how like authentic that is? And it's like, oh yeah, she's actually cool too. Like I actually only have one family here, so I need a girl who like embraces friends like family. But if I'm like, oh no, I'm so happy, they don't get to connect with me. Like that's what you're learning, Antoinette. I feel it and it feels good. I'll tell you later what I said, and my body fully relaxed. Okay, good. Okay, so let's focus on Lakes View. I definitely want to help her out since I used her as an example. Okay, actually, I do have a question. Will I do well if I decide to get my master's degree in cybersecurity? What the fuck? Lakesview! That's baller. Is this a good path for me? All right, I'm gonna do a little more for you. I got 7 minutes. I'm probably gonna focus on you. No one's super chatting. Okay, so what does Lakesview just give her like a general? What did? Hold on, they're telling me to shuffle more. What does she need to hear? Give her a general. And don't forget, guys, workshop this Saturday, kellylunt.com/workshop. Come hang out, come get high vibe, come evolve into the next version of you. So what does Lakesview just need to hear in general? And then she wants, well, I do well if I decide to get my master's degree in cybersecurity. Is that a good path for her? So it's cybersecurity. I don't think so, but I'll get to that read later. General cybersecurity. Actually, they're telling me to do cybersecurity first. Signing up for cybersecurity, it will be the end of a cycle for you. It's the world card, so it starts from 1 to 21. The 1 is the fool who's naively, yes, let's go do this thing. 21 is the end. So you've gone through you've gone through the highs, the lows, and the thick of it. I think it's going to be kind of like a moment where it's like that brutal update. You know how we're talking about a self-image update in today's live? It's going to be like oh, this isn't for me. And the example that's coming to my mind right now is there was like a 3-year period where I was volunteering a lot at farms, at like homestead commercial farms. So they were like small, medium size. I wouldn't even call it, I would say large, small farms. They were homestead commercial ones. And I did it for like 3 years. And I was like, oh, cool, I'm expanding. Oh, look at all this I'm learning. And then one of them asked me, like, hey, will you come like farm sit for me for 2 weeks? And like it just felt off. And I was like, wait, wasn't this my dream to be self-sustainable? And now I get to go stay on a self-sustainable farm and see what it's actually like. And I'm like feeling weird. When I sunk in and I meditated, I was like, okay, what would I get out of doing it? And they're like, you're pretty much gonna get that the nature life isn't for you, and you're gonna be able to line up with the fact that you like city life. That's gonna be this moment for you, Lakesview. Something about it's gonna make you go, oh, this is not who I am. Oh crap, this is who I am. But I think it's going to be a good moment for you because it's going to be when you stop pretending you're someone that you're not. All right, like Jesus, that read got heavy real quick, real fast. What questions, comments do you have on that? I don't think that you're not like at a fork in the road where you have to pick left or right now. Cybersecurity, social work. You're not like at that kind of path. It's more like as of lately, I've been feeling like I want to chase the money now. Yes. Oh, that's exactly it right there, Aaliyah. It's you, but it is pretty much just an admitting, I want money, universe. I want money. Show me how I can make more money because there's a part of you that like what you're gonna realize, like I realized the farm life wasn't for me. You're gonna realize that the like high intensity corporate work isn't for you. And the professional, the I'm serious, I'm studious. there's a fun way that you want to make money. So I was at there, like I was hanging out with like doctors and like professionals, like, Navy pilots, just really professional people. And so when I come in and I'm like the intuitive one of the family, they're like, oh, 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 and then of course, like medical professionals are always like, wait, when you consult clients though, do you like, do you send them to professionals when they actually need one? And I'm like, yes, I do. Most of the time, though, people just need to regulate their effing nervous system and learn how to emotionally regulate, and then all their problems solved. But I've learned how to handle the conversation in a way where I show them respect for their craft and their field, because I do have respect for their craft and their field. I like doctors. If I break a bone, I like when they reset it. If I ever need a prescription, I like getting that prescription. Um, and I like in general how intellectually curious and driven those individuals tend to be. Um, but I also have learned to say it in a way where I show respect for my craft and my approach. And I do say, I was like, there are some limitations. It's not a regulated industry. I know for me, I don't take on clients unless I know like 99% that I can help them. And sometimes when they come to me saying they want this, I tell them like, I can't give you that, but I can give you this. So I let them know that I'm being like thoroughly authentic and honest in my work with them about what I can and can't do. But then I always do but the one beautiful thing about my industry being unregulated is that I can actually interrupt a client and tell them when they're the problem. And you should see all their faces. They always go, oh, you can do that? I'm like, I can. I can say, oh, actually, honey, that fight, you're the one who started it. Let me explain it and let me teach you a different way to handle it going forward. And they're just like, that is so cool that you can do that. And I have one example. The medical industry hasn't yet really figured out how to help people with agoraphobia, people who are afraid of going outside of their house. It takes me about 4 weeks to get someone to go outside for the first time. And then after about 6 weeks of working with me, they're like at their son's baseball game. So I've said it in a way where I respect their craft, but also like there's actually some good things about my craft too. That's like what you're going to go through, Aaliyah. You know what, Aaliyah? Like, Alika, I like looking good. I like making money. I love helping people get happy and enjoy their personal lives better. I'm not an activist. I'm not a climate activist. I'm not a social justice warrior. I like helping individuals get happy and enjoy their life more. The more that I embrace that, does that make sense? So people will be like, you should be using your platform to advocate for this, this, this. And I'm like, that's what you're going to go through. I like flexibility and I love working remotely. I don't ever want to go back to the office. I also feel I have a strong path in spirituality. I just haven't mastered certain aspects of it yet. So this is where cooperative component to your desire, what you want and why you want it. Universe, I'm increasing my income. I'm allowing more money to flow through me. I'm simply adjusting and adapting to the feeling of more money flowing to me and through me. And I like money. I like the things that lets me buy. You want to say all the end statements, what you want and why you want it. I like making money. I like getting my nails done. I feel more me when I get to wear beautiful jewelry. I feel more me when I get to go to the spa. I feel more me when I get to buy my kid XYZ and see their smile. I know that I love flexibility, universe, and I love being able to work remotely. So can you start showing me opportunities for a way where I can earn more money with flexibility, being able to work remotely? And if you can show me how to make money with a little bit of spirituality, great. But just start showing me all the ways that I can start making more money right now. The time I have available. Does that make all of that was being a cooperative component to your desire? All right, guys, this was a great show. Next week, the show is going to be Monday through Thursday. This Saturday is a workshop. I'm going to drop that link in the comments. It's just kellylunt.com/workshop. It's 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. I can't stay on too much longer today. I got a hair appointment and just getting caught up after being gone for 2 months. I love you a lot. And yeah, come back, Lakesview. Bye, guys.